Since I have pivoted from TV news to inspirational speaking, a lot of people have asked me the question of, okay, what is the speech about and what do you do to get ready for these events? And so I have an event this week on Wednesday. It's Monday. So I thought, why not go through the process of what I do each day? For those interested. So part of what I do as a speaker is prepare my actual speech. So I spend every day rehearsing my speech, making sure that I know my speech so that everything I'm saying can have more of an impact, can land in the ways that I want it to. So today, 2 days before the speech, I am going to run through the whole speech twice, including with like my slides and where I'm going to be on stage. And it's truly like a dress rehearsal for the speech. So that's a big part of it, rehearsing my speech, knowing my speech, and feeling over-prepared so that when the day comes, there is no thought in my brain of, you haven't done enough to prepare. The thought in my brain is, I'm so ready, I'm so prepared, there's no reason to be nervous. The second part of it is, I would also say it falls in line with the preparation stuff, but just having like all my ducks in a row for speaking, which is like, I am not a tech person, so that part of the equation has always been a little goofy for me. Early on, I got this remote, Logitech, and it was recommended to me by other speakers, and I read a lot about it, and I used it for 2 speeches in front of people, and both times it was kind of finicky. And so I thought maybe it was just like the Wi-Fi. Let me call my tech guy. No, that's me. So last minute, I decided, you know what? To hell with this remote. I'm buying a new one because I don't want to risk it. So I bought this new one, and it's the same brand. It's Logitech, and it's technically the same like range. So it's 100 feet. I can go within 100 feet. So I'm hoping that this one will work better. It had really good reviews online, and this one was like $100. The other one was something like 40. I mean, but you just can't risk it. Like, there are parts of my speech where I say, it's imperative that what I say matches what's on screen. Like, I show a picture of me with my eyes shut when I was like in the throes of being pregnant and getting ready for basically to give birth. And then what I didn't know at the time would be that I was going to have a second brain surgery. And this picture of me with my eyes shut, and is really like powerful because it's this moment in the speech where I'm talking about how tough that was for me and how I was able to overcome it. So I'm like, well, if the slide doesn't work, which has happened during some of my practices, then that's a problem. So there's that. New remote. Done. The other thing, again, I kind of skimped on was like one of the little ports for the computer since I have a Mac. So it has like all the different ports. I don't know if my remote is the problem or this. So I just bought the Apple version because I feel like sometimes Apple things are finicky where you just have to buy their brand. Otherwise it doesn't work. So I'm hoping those 2 things will be exactly what I need for this week. So anyways, that's just a little bit about how I prepare for my events. The last thing, and I think one of the most important things that anyone can do before a big presentation or anything that you're preparing for is check yourself on your mindset. So this week, obviously, I have this big event in 2 days, and I felt myself getting nervous about it. I felt myself feeling like, okay, what am I going to do with these nerves? And light bulb went off this morning. Don't be nervous. You know this speech. You have everything prepared. You've been preparing. Be excited. Be excited. The light switch mindset moment for me was, there is nothing to be nervous about. Be excited for it. And so I'm going into this week, super excited for my keynote. It's going to be in Delafield with a group from Waukesha, group of women from the Waukesha County Business Alliance. And I think that so many times, you do like presentations for work, or for me, like I've done emceeing or moderating or whatever for numerous events, but this is different, right? This is like my story. It's my personal story. And I've worked so hard to get to this point of having this keynote to crafted this keynote with my messaging, hoping that it will resonate for people. And so I'm just so excited to put it in front of a group of people that haven't heard it and don't know my story, and to hopefully get feedback on, what they think about it and whether they would want to put it in front of people that they know, if they hire speakers, if they are looking for that kind of messaging for whatever groups they're involved in. So that's a little bit about how I prepare for my keynotes. And now I'm going to plug all this stuff in, tech lady, and hope that it all works, and then run through my speech a couple times. And then I'm going to do some other things for my speaking business today, respond to emails, set up some calls, and head into the afternoon knowing and feeling good that I am prepared.